G'day viewers, how you doing? We are having a look at the DBBR294 and learn how to drive the most German locomotive on the planet, because only a German could think of the control systems in this locomotive. Unnecessarily complex. Anyway, let's put our couplers down, because in this fun bit of work we're going to want our couplers. They are auto couplers. They can be controlled from inside if you can figure out how. Okay, good. Door, very good. Good so far. Climbing up into the cabin, and we shall shut the door. We shall turn on Sifa, which yells at you periodically like an angry grandmother to see if you're awake. We shall turn on PZB, otherwise known as the fun police that makes you drive properly. Now, I need to stand in the driver's position before I do this, and I will activate the controller and put it into forward gear so it knows that it's us. You can drive from this side or that side. It's ambidextrous. Alright, we can see on this gauge we have more than 5 bar, so we can, let's just make sure the air compressor is on, and we can indirect brake cut off to normal. If you need windscreen wipers, they're here. You set the speed with the little knobby thingy, and then you turn them on and off here. There is one for each of the windows, so front right, rear left, and front left. You only turn on the ones you need, clearly. Every now and again it'll turn the engine off, which is fun. If you leave it sitting here too long, it turns it off. You have to turn this to engine start to get it back. But first you've got to make sure it's in neutral. There is a lever here for the gearbox, which is shunting mode, which is a maximum, I think, of 40 kilometers an hour. And then there's long distance mode, which is 80 kilometers an hour. And you'll notice a red light on the console changes while it's changing gear, and once it goes out, you can drive. There is a hand brake. We shall release that. And then we shall tackle the German parts. First up, I'll put some signal lights on the front so we can pretend which way's forwards. Alright, I think I only need the left and right, but let's put the middle one on too, because we can, and we don't really understand any of this stuff. Usual PZB stuff's here with acknowledge and overrides on the end, release in the middle. Alright. Now comes the German bits. You can select between the train brake and the independent brake. Let's put it on train brake. And you have to tell it, not just use this, because if I try and use this and if I try and apply power, nothing will happen. So I have to put it back to release brake, decrease power, and then we use this switch to release the brakes. Because you have to tell the locomotive you want to move. The fact that you're moving the control handle that tells the locomotive you want to move isn't enough. So if I put the brakes on again, and I try and apply power, so it's every single time you have to do this. Put it in the release position, and release. Then you can apply power, and it will drive. Yay! Isn't this fun? Yes, it's fun. It's very German. Yes, as Germans looking at this going, whereas the rest of the world goes, what the actual? Okay. You've got a horn here. And we want to go backwards now because we want to collect those cars. So let's put it into backwards first. And then release the brake. And then we can power. I don't want to power very much though, because we will hit those cars a little hard if we do, and we don't want to do that. We just want to couple up to them. Let's go outside so we can tell when we're getting close. Now I'm controlling it with the where is it? Where's my camera on this thing? I'm controlling it with this controller, the tsw6 controller, but you can do it with a rail driver, you can do it with your Xbox controller or your PlayStation controller or your keyboard. It's safer. Just remember to push this the right way. I want to apply the brake a little. I want to release the brake. And that was too much, and I'm going to have to go back into the cab. And guess what? Yay! And I want to apply a tiny bit of power. Whee! That's enough. So we just want to slide back into those cars nice and gently, because they're full of explosive chemicals. Because we're in an explosive chemical plant. This is going to take forever. But we must do it the German way. Alright, let's have a little bit more power. That'll do. Power off. And probably about now apply the brake. Whee! Too much, I think. I think I bounced off. I did. I whacked it. Alright. Do you know, I'm not sure how much I'm actually going to drive this one, to be honest. Right, now let's put some brake on. Apply brake. I think we stuck to it that time. Let's have a look. Yes, we stuck to it. Good. Okay, now let's try and make it move. Let's go into forward. And release. Good. And I want to go this way. Increase power. Yay, it's working! And like the infuriating G6, you have to jiggle the handle constantly. Works better with controller and keyboard, but that's okay. I don't want to hold power. I don't want to release power. Did I tell you it was German and annoying? Alright. Let's apply a bit of brake. Just to bring this to a stop. Now, let's see if we can figure out how to uncouple it, because I haven't actually done this yet. It'll stop eventually. Yep, Sifa. Ooh, and Sifa started to apply the brake then. In fact, it's cancelled out the brake that I was applying, which is interesting. Come on. No. Just apply it. Apply it. Right. Now hold it. Hold it. Right. Okay, now, couple buttons. Where are the couple buttons? I assume there'll be a couple button on the back somewhere. Apologies for not finding this before. But I got told you could do it from inside the cab, and I haven't found a button yet. So, I might just fall back on going outside, you know. Control stand unlock, slow speed control. Oh, I'm not finding a couple button or an uncouple button, you know, unless it's that. No. And that thing down the floor will just be sand. So I'm not finding an uncouple button, so I don't know. But I'm told it works from inside the cab, but I can't find one. Can you find one? Let me know in the comments if you find a couple button, because I can't find a couple button anywhere. No. No. Oh, hang on. Uncoupling direction, rear. Huh? Look at that! We figured it out. Did it really do it, though? Did it really do it? Uncoupled. Yes, it really did do it. Wow. Okay, we figured it out. Good. It's a funny way to do a tutorial, isn't it? Alright, now, are we in forwards? We are in forwards, good. Let's get this back into the right spot. So release brake, and release it properly with the little switchy. And then we should be able to drive away before it explodes, because it's trying to recouple and uncouple and recouple and uncouple and all those sorts of things. So I should be able to drive, I hope. Yay! Yay! Off we go! Should probably check that our points are all okay, shouldn't we? And they're not. Look. We have to go into that track. And that one's okay. That one's not. That one's okay. We're going all the way out into the station. Okay. Lovely. And Zifa. Going uphill, leaving the yard. So I think you've seen what I mean now by it's very German. It's the kind of thing that makes Germans happy. And this is Sifa. Little blue light comes on first over here. This little blue light. And then it sounds the tone. Of course, Germans aren't horn happy at all, so we won't touch the horn. Because if you get run over by a German train, it's your own fault. Now, this chemical plant probably looks familiar because it's on the Dresden-Riesa part of the Dresden-Leipzig route. And soon we're going to have to stop. That'll be fun, won't it? I think, do I have to stop for this? No. Is it going to release the brakes? It is. It's going to release the brakes by itself. Look at that. Woohoo! It's probably because I hadn't quite stopped. So your different positions, you've got release brake, decrease power at the same time, and then you've got hold brake, and then you've got apply brake, and then you've got emergency, or you can press the big red button for emergency. And then you've got, on the other side of that, you've got hold power and increase power. And Zifa. And the flying tractor's still there. Fantastic. Alright, so now we want to apply some brakes. No, apply some brake and then hold it. Very finicky. Right. Good. Okay, now which way are we going to go? We're going to go the other way, I think. We're going out onto the main line by the looks of it, aren't we? And we're going to be going quite a long way, so since we're going out onto the main line, well, for starters, we're only going to change direction to reverse, but I think we should also change gears so we can go faster. Little red light's gone out, and oops, a little bit fiddly there. Let's release the brake and release it this way, and then apply some power. Oh, we're going towards a red signal. Fly brake. Why is our signal red? Do we have to ask to go out? I guess so. Wait for a signal to change. You're not being German enough. An eternity later, another train came. Will we be allowed out this time? Because, of course, as a light engine, you are the lowest form of scum compared to everything else. Will we get a signal now? It is a good question. Yes, we have a signal. Okay, good. We have to release the brakes. Are we in reverse? We are. Come on, I want to drive. So release and release. I think it's happening. It's happening. Okay, let's have some power. Whee! Now we'll probably have to PZB this signal, won't we? Because he's not green. Put on some more juices. And we'll head off to our siding. Ziffer. Did I respond to Sifa too slowly then? I guess so. Maybe it's not Sifa. Maybe it was PZB. Okay. Handy. Release the brakes. It's good to know it works with the PZB helper, isn't it? Where was the magnet? Was that speed, perhaps? Oh, we're probably in monitoring, aren't we? Yes, we're in monitoring. We were probably in monitoring. Okay, I just went too fast. That's what it was. I will leave that in the tutorial, because that'll happen to you too. And you want to know what happened. Now, we should be able to release, I would think. So that should pull us out of monitoring, Sifa. Yes, we are out of monitoring, so let's get some more speed happening. Because we've got 8 kilometers to go. How's that speed now? 60? Still climbing. Yeah, that seems to be holding now. Good. And just cruise along at 80 kilometers an hour. Sorry for the cough. I should drink something. That would help. Dresden world as usual. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. There we go. Look at those people in their lederhosen. Why does it always end up in a tree? Always. Always. Tree. Oh, no tree. And a bridge. Woohoo. Small victories. Sometimes I do amuse myself. Chunky. She is a chunky little monkey. Isn't that clever how the flowers grow as you drive along? That's what optimization means, folks. Draw it when you get there. I think I still have white lights on the front, don't I? I should have changed those. I probably should have changed those to tail lights. Should have done that, shouldn't I? That would have made sense. And that one. And Sifa. How's our speed? 70? Bit more. Now, there's only one tree anywhere near us. Do you think we'll get stuck in it? Let's try. 3, 2, 1. Oh, we didn't. Wow. Zephyr. There's no Zephyr light facing this way, is there? That's tedious. And here we have a neutral zone light, but I'm in a diesel, so I don't care. Or a neutral zone sign, I should say. Yes. Oh. See, it's like a little sad face. And then there's a really sad face. Zephyr. We are officially about halfway there. Yay. How's our speed handing out? Still 70. Must be going uphill. Oop, we got a light coming that we will probably have to acknowledge. So I've assumed the PZB helper doesn't actually work with PZB 90, and it appears not to. There's a couple of locomotives like that where they go, oh, it's not PZB, it's PZB 90. Or it's Indusy. Well, you know, as a player, I don't care. I want the PZB helper to help me. And it doesn't. What do you think? Tell me in the comments. How's our speed going? Doesn't seem to matter what I do, we do about that. It's okay. Good. What is that thing showing anyway? 70, so we have to stay below 85. I don't think that's an issue, really. In fact, why is that one showing? Oh yeah, it is. Wah, no. Wah, no. Going too fast. Wah, no. Because I should have slowed down to 60. Wah, no. My fault. But if the PZB helper actually helped me, it would have been fine. Alright. Release the brakes. And this time we're only going to go up to about 60 k's anyway. So let's hold it there for now. Otherwise we'll just get in too much trouble. Alright, let's just decrease the power and roll. Alright, hold power. Hopefully that doesn't put the brakes on or anything silly. No, good. That's a temporary speed restriction coming on the top right up there. You can tell because it's yellow and it's in a box. Special. But, you know, we're going pretty slow anyway because we're restricted to 60. We could go a little bit faster, I suppose, but whatever. There's the warning for the 70. It's yellow. We can go a little bit faster. No speedometer on this side, or is that weird thing up there a speedometer that you can't read? No, that looks like a level gauge. So no speedometer, no Zephyr light facing in this direction. But you do at least have a PZB display that you can almost read. Almost. So we continue our journey to the picturesque Riesa siding number 68. A very good vintage, of course. Should power up a little bit. We are allowed to do 60. So let's leave that go for a moment. I don't know if I have to acknowledge this or not, but I'm going to. Sifa. See, in all the years of playing this game, I can't say I know an awful lot about German signalling, to be honest. We have some 40 zones coming up, so we may as well just slow it down just a little bit. There we go. It's a bit fiddly. Got it in the right place. Let's get it down to 40. Okay, and release the brake, Sifa. Come on, release the brake. Oh, good God. Right, so we're stopping. Good. I get to do this again. Good. Oops, pushed the lever the wrong way. It's backwards on my controller, that's why. Alright, let's just hold it there. Fine. So, if you like being smashed in the face with a wet fish, I can recommend driving the DB-BR 294. If, however, you're like the rest of us, yeah. Enough said there, eh? Sifa. Oi. What the? Why did I get 1,000 hertz? There was no signal. God. This is fun. Now I have to go to release the brake. Then release the brake with the button. Then drive. And we're in monitoring now, so we've got to behave ourselves a little bit better than I did. Fine. There's no way I'd gone over 40 kilometers an hour, because I was still sitting here with this, and and it's going to stop me again, isn't it? Good. Is there a magnet? No. No magnet. Did I go over 40 kilometers an hour? No, I did not. See? It's a very German experience. It's great. It's really fun. Go on, you. On you. Let's go. We're just going to roll at 10 kilometers an hour. We'll have to acknowledge this one coming up. Even though the indicator on the track monitor says green, I don't think so. We're going to stop before we get there, aren't we? That's okay. Let's start acknowledging. Is that enough acknowledging, do you think? Probably. Sifa. How fast are we going? 10 clicks. Beautiful. We're still in monitoring. 800 excruciatingly German meters to go. We're staying at a 20 Ks. We've got, I think we've got 1,000 and 500 lit there. Cipher. Can't really see what that one's doing. You just can't. It's not bright enough. But as they say in the classics, that's fine. Let's just see if we need to check any points or anything. No, we're fine. We're going straight in there by the looks of it. Very good, Nick. There's magnets here. We do acknowledge them, because it's not going to tell me whether I have to or not, so I will. And Cipher at the same time. Well, we survived, and we have to go under 20, don't we? So I need to apply some brake. Apply a bit more brake. Hold brake. Hold brake. No, hold the brake. Right. Now release the brake. Ah, you monster. Perfect. Why did we cross onto the right-hand track only to cross into the left-hand track so we can go into the siding? Can we make it without being stopped by a safety system? It's interesting, the speed after this brick wall up here is 120, isn't it? Something's turned on those stupid colours again. Turn those off. That be close enough? Yes. All right. There we go. That is the DBBR294 funnest loco ever. I hope you enjoyed watching me struggle with that, and I hope you're better at it than me. But there you go. That's basically how you drive it and how you recover when PZB stops you. See, I'll just let that happen. No, I didn't. All right. Have fun, folks. Enjoy. Chuck your questions down below, and I probably can't help you on this one, but I'll try. All right. Bye.
We played a game.